Nakasongola district is located in Uganda's cattle corridor and is one of Uganda's most dry districts, with rainfall per annum ranging between 600 milliliters to 1,000 milliliters. This condition is largely attributed to deforestation. Since the early 1990s, charcoal production emerged as major commercial enterprise in Nakasongola to meet the overwhelming demand in Kampala. There has been considerable reduction in the number of trees, and yet felling of trees for charcoal is still going on in Nakasongola until the present day.
A lot of charcoal comes from Nakasongola, and the demand for charcoal, especially that one that comes from Nakasongola, is so high, making everybody rush to Nakasongola to produce charcoal to bring to Kampala and to some of these other urban centers.
Local authorities still feel the approved tree fund would help reverse the trend that has gone out of hand.
The demand for planting materials is very high. Instead, now they come to us asking whether we have planting materials that we can offer them. So that means if tree fund was accessible, or if it was already being implemented in Nakasongola district, then it will have played a big role in changing the tree cover of the district.
Unfortunately, the fund that was passed by an act of parliament to promote tree planting at national and local level to replace some of the cut trees has never been implemented. It's now over a decade since its launch. However, the tree fund campaign has never been implemented, something that has angered the conservationists.
There is no clear progress that has been taken by the ministry to have this fund operation. When you ask the different office bearers, they are not clear. When you ask them, do we have any regulations to guide how this fund will operate, they are not clear. Do we have any structures yet in terms of how this fund will be managed? They are not clear yet.
It is reported in the National Forest Plan 2011-2012 to 2020-2021 that within a period of 15 years from 1990, Uganda's forest cover had reduced by approximately 1.3 million hectares, representing an average annual deforestation rate of 1.8%. The conservationists who have sought explanation from the Minister of Water and Environment failed, saying the failure to implement the law is contempt of Parliament.
The failure to operationalize this fund amounts to contempt of Parliament, because Parliament passed that law and established that fund for a particular reason. Now, if almost 10 years down the road we have nothing operational, it seems as though then the office bearers are not taking the role of Parliament seriously as far as this issue is concerned.
The Minister of Water, Lands and Environment is however still hopeful that the Tree Fund Act will be implemented regardless of the delay. According to the ministry, the fund management structure needs to be put in place first before implementation.
We have been struggling to ensure that the right people, the right structures are in place. And then NFA, which should have initiated the tree fund, it took some years without proper leadership. 3 years now we have proper leadership, and this tree fund is moving. The modalities are being established as to where the resources will come from to enter into the fund and how the fund will be handled when it comes into existence.
A series of action is needed to slow down degradation so as to arrest the deforestation which is already getting out of hand. Richard Olweny, NBS, Sunset.